The number 5 seeded Memphis Grizzlies will hit the road to kick off their semifinals series with the number 1 Golden State Warriors on Saturday. And right now I'm joined by one of SBR's elite analysts, Dave Golikoff, to give a breakdown on how the series will unfold. Now, we've already talked about this a little bit in our other videos with the Warriors, Dave. Their Achilles heel during the playoffs is not having a big enough game on the inside post. And that's where the Grizzlies live. They put Marc Gasol at the high post to facilitate the basketball. He can shoot, dish it out, he can drive. Randolph can catch, step off the post. Do you think Golden State will be able to keep up with the Grizz squad on the inside, Dave?
Well, that's a good question. I think that more so than just, inside, outside, I think this is all about pace. I think if Golden State gets this, it turns this into a high-scoring series, I don't think Memphis can keep up. On the inside, Memphis does seem to have the edge, but if Golden State is bombing threes and, making this an up and down affair, that might not matter. So I think the key to this series is really going to be the pace and who can control it.
All right, now that's funny that you bring up pace here, Dave, because this matchup is so interesting to me. The Warriors, they play full court. They're all over. They know how to use their spacing. They create lanes for Klay Thompson and Steph Curry. Another big issue here, Dave, is Mike Conley. There's still a timetable on his return to playing full-time for this Memphis team after surgery from several facial fractures. He's one of the best defensive players in the entire league, in my opinion. Can the Grizzlies beat the Warriors without him?
I don't think so. No, definitely not without him. And it'll be interesting to see what they can do with him as well. Golden State did win 2 of the 3 meetings this season, and 2 of them were at Memphis. And Memphis, their 1 win came when Andrew Bogut didn't play. Neither did Leandro Barbosa. So interesting to note that Memphis did not fare particularly well in this series. They did get good games from Gasol and Randolph and still managed to struggle. I think the difference here in this series, what's going to be way too hard to overcome for Memphis, is they just don't hit many threes. And Golden State lights up the 3 like Christmas trees. I'm looking at some of the meetings between the teams. Golden State outscored them 16-5. They hit 16 threes to 5 for Memphis in one game, 13-5 in another, and 9-5 in the third contest. Memphis does not hit many threes, and I think that's really going to be the problem. So, yeah, I think overall it's a tough matchup for them.
All right, so Dave, then short and sweet, how far do you think this series will go, and who's your early pick to take the series and head to the Western Conference Final?
My early pick is Golden State. I would not bet a ton on this, to be honest with you. I think this is a great series to bet in once the games get going, because we'll see a little bit. To me, early on, what we talked about was true. Golden State on the inside, they had some question marks, and I think even though New Orleans didn't win the series, I think they exposed them a little bit, and Memphis is far more capable of exposing them further. Golden State did win 2 of the 3 meetings this season, but playoff basketball is a different animal. I'm curious to see how the first couple games go, but as of right now, with Conley hurt, with the Warriors having a huge edge on threes, pace, rest, I think that Golden State has to be the early pick to win the series.
Once again, expert handicapper Dave Golikoff breaking down the Golden State Warriors versus Memphis Grizzlies showdown set to kick off Saturday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. Also, don't miss out on Dave's betting tips and picks for Game 1 of this series, and you can find that in the links below this video. And for all the best predictions and selections for the postseason, you got to keep it locked right here with us at SBRpicks.com.